Shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, and I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Shemai, Yasharala Yahweh, Allahayanawa Yahweh Akkad, our hero Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. All right, we're about to go into a little bit of something which I wanted to go into, very important, because I was just reading today, and I was like, man, let me look this up. And I've always told people to pay attention to what they read and always look things up. So I might as well take my own advice. And I was like, man, let me look this up. I never looked it up before. Usually I'm looking up words and, synonym of this word, synonym to that word, and just to get a better understanding. So that's why I like looking up words, just to get a better understanding. And that's what I'm going to do. So give me a second. Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. So cool. Salakia. So let's get back to this. 2 Timothy 3. All right, this is very important. Now, I don't want to start pointing out all these today. I'm going to go over them little by little, okay? So just bear with me, and I just want to break some things down and make things that are not common. All right? So this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, y'all gotta forgive me. I gotta pronounce this word. Incontent. Matter of fact, let me look it up. You gotta be a teacher, all right. You gotta know how to pronounce it and everything. Incontinent. False accusers, incontinent, and you should know what that word means, but we're not going to go over that today. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. Having a form of godliness. Now, this is very important in this, bro. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Okay, so now let's go into this one. Now, when they say prayerless times, understand, folks, you got to understand what these words mean. Okay, because I was going over this today and camping through the Spirit. I wanted to do this video just to show y'all something, okay? Prayerless. Okay? Ka'al-apos. Ka'al-apos. Okay? Ka'al-apos. Ka'al-apos in the Latin. Okay? Perilous. Hard to do. Hard to take. Hard to approach. Hard to bear. Troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage. Okay? Watch this. In Latin, ka'al-apos. Perhaps from the Strong's G 5465, through the idea of reducing the strength. Hard to do. Reducing the strength. Something is hard to do. Difficult, i.e., dangerous. Or by implication, by implying something. Now, this is talking about implication. Furious, fierce, prayerless. Now, look at the Strong's definition, what I just showed you. Through the idea of reducing the strength. Difficult. That's why it says hard to do. Hard to do. Okay? So perilous means hard to do. All right? Reducing the strength thereof. That's why it's hard to do, because you don't have the strength to do it. All right? They don't have the strength to do it in these last days. They don't have the strength. That's why you got to endure to the end. You got to have the strength to do this. Okay? So, and that's what you got to ask people. Like, man, do you have the strength to pull through? You're showing the lack thereof. Okay? So, prayerless. Now, 2 Timothy 3:1. Hold on, Salak. All right. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right? Perilous times where it's hard to do something. Lack of strength thereof. Okay? Matter of fact, through the idea of reducing the strength. Difficult times. Where people are losing strength and it's hard to do something for them. It's hard to do this. It's hard to do that. Man, you got to pick up the Spirit and do it. Pick up the Spirit. Pick yourself up. Come on. Pick yourself up. That's what you got to do. Okay? For men shall be lovers of their own self. This is called selfishness. Selfish. It's a selfish brother. A selfish sister. They're selfish. Let's find out. All right. Lovers of their own self. Here we go. Loving oneself. To intent on one's interest. Selfish. Like I just said. Selfish. It's hard for them not to be selfish. Prayerless. Hard to do. Right? Through the idea of reducing the strength. Difficult. In these last days, it's going to be hard for people not to be selfish. You got to help them like, hey, check this out, brother. Right now, I understand it's hard not to be selfish and you want to think of yourself. Okay? And selfishness goes into a whole case of things that is going on within our community. Through the Israelite community, man. A lot of brothers and sisters are being selfish. And it's hard not to be selfish. You got to think of everybody and love everyone. And when I mean everyone, I'm talking about your neighbor, your Israelite brother and sister. I'm not talking about any other nation. Okay? We find it hard loving one another. Why do we need to fit everybody else in here? Okay? Doesn't make any sense to me. So, in these last days, Brothers and sisters are finding it hard not to be selfish. Okay? Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Right? People are finding it hard not to be a damn hater. That's what they're doing. They're finding it hard not to be a hater. In these last days, prayerless times, where people are finding it hard not to be a hater. Okay? It's hard for them. You thinking they just like that? Nah, man. They just find it hard. It's very hard for them not to do that. They're not paying attention to themselves because they're so used to themselves doing it. Okay? Opposed to goodness and good men. Check this out. As a negative participle, right? And a hostile virtue, a hostile power. Virtue means power. Despisers of those that are good. So a brother can be doing something and another brother start looking at him like, man, that brother's a good man. Get him out. He just trying to do more than everybody. And you know what they'll say? Stop being over righteous, brother. Sister, you're being over righteous. When that is just them, they love doing good. They love doing those things. People are finding it very hard in these last days not to be despisers of them that are good. They're finding it very, very, very hard. And everybody has to understand that about your fellow brother and get them to understand what they're doing. And everybody got to understand about your sister and understand that it's hard for them to do good. Something is wrong in here. All right. I should have went over here to go back, but I didn't. Oh, whatever. Okay. So we just did. For men should be lovers of themselves, being selfish. All right. Then you got covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers. Gotta hit that. So I went over here. All right. Now I'm gonna go back over here. It's not going to be in order, but I'm going to break it down. Let's go to blasphemers, man. Let's go to that. Now, a blasphemous mouth goes further than lying about the Most High and trying to discredit and slander the Most High. It goes further than that. You can just be a blasphemous person, even if it's not the Most High, so your fellow brother or your fellow sister. You're just a blasphemous person. Okay, so let's look at this translation. Right, blasphemous, blasphemer, railing, like railing from railing, back and forth, slander talk. Back and forth, railing for railings. You just talking, y'all just talking ish back and forth. That's all you doing. Slandering one another, trying to make each other look bad. That's what brothers and sisters or brothers on the internet, they be doing that back and forth, railing for railing, railing for railing. Also, all they doing is slandering one another. That's all that is. It's slanderous talk. Okay? So speaking evil, slanderous, reproachful, railing, abusive. Okay, let's go to the Strong's definition. Blasphemous in the Latin, from a derivative of and. Y'all, I'm finding it hard to pronounce this word, Salakia. Scurilios, all right? And calaminos, against men, or especially impious against God. Blasphemous, railing. So let's look up this word right here real quick. Matter of fact, I want to look up. Yeah, I'm going to look up this one first so y'all can get understanding. Because remember, speaking evil, slanderous, reproachful. Now, these words can go into one another. Speaking evil can turn to slanderous. But what is the speaking evil talking about, okay? We're going to go to this word right here. And we're going to back this one up with this right here. We're speaking evil. Because a lot of brothers and sisters do this in Israel all day. Boom. So let's go over here. Scurrilous. Salak. Hey, I'm not a dumb brother or brutish, am I? I can pronounce a lot of words, but some I can't. Okay, but bear with me. So, scurrilous, right? Making or spreading scandalous claims about someone with the intentions of damaging their reputation. A lot of y'all do that. It is hard. Prayerless times, right? These are the times where people find it hard not to slander, not to have a blasphemous mouth on them. And a lot of brothers and sisters have a slanderous and a blasphemous mouth, okay? Making stuff up or spreading scandalous. So making scandalous claims or spreading scandalous claims. So making or spreading scandalous claims about someone with the intention of damaging their reputation. All right? And they have a derogatory mouth towards a brother. That's a synonym. Showing a critical or disrespectful attitude towards somebody. Belittling, disparaging. There we go. I said it before I even saw it. Disparaging them. Belittling them. Belittling, right? Dismissive of the importance of a person or thing. Man, leave that brother, man. Leave that the hell alone. And a lot of people belittle brothers. A lot of brothers disparage other brothers. They never come to them with the intent of good brotherly love. It's always to knock them down, to bring them up. It's always like that. That's all I see in Israel, man. I don't see anybody get online and do things the right way and have a good dialogue, man, and it's with respect. And that brother has hit that other brother up first before he even got there. If you see a video, send it to me because I have not seen it yet. I've been in this truth for a while now. I have not seen it yet. So let's talk more about these blasphemous mouth brothers and sisters right here. All right. The name of this word is
scurrilous.
Scurrilous. Making or spreading scandalous claims about someone with the intentions of damaging their reputation. That's all brothers and sisters are doing. You find it very hard not to be a scandalous son of gun. You find it very hard. Okay? You do. You guys need to repent. You brothers need to understand. Look at your leader. Tell him to stop being like that. Stand up for yourself. These are the times where you find it hard to even stand up to a person and tell them something. Don't do that. Man, I'm not finna stand beside that. I'm not finna stand beside and say nothing no more. I ain't finna do that no more. I'm finna say everything to, but if he got a problem, he got a problem with it. Prove me wrong. That's it. No more not saying nothing to people, man. No more not just going around people not saying nothing, just let them do things wickedly, man. All right? No more of that. So speaking evil, man, that is slanderous talk, scandalous. To break up their reputation, to make their reputation look bad. Disparaging your brother and sister, man. Okay? You got a blasphemous mouth. Y'all find it very hard not to have a blasphemous mouth. Let's go back. Con. For men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. This goes a long way, man. I'm gonna have to do a good breakdown on this one because it goes not just for your own children, it goes for the brothers in camps too. All right, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. This one's a good one too. I'm gonna have to go with this one right here. All right, these two gonna have to be together. So let me write that down. Salak, give me just a second, you guys. Let me write this down real quick so I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Milk video. It's going to be on disobedient to parents. And show the correlation between disobedient to parents to what was it? Disobedient to parents. Man, I'm gonna have to go back on my video, man. And without natural affection. Disobedient to parents without natural affection. Okay. Got that down. So I'm gonna start over. 2 Timothy, so I'm gonna start at 1. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days prayerless times shall come. All right, prayerless times, hard to do. These are going to be the times where it's hard to do these things. In these last days, it's hard to do this. Man, it's hard to do that. It's hard to do this. Man, it's hard to just do that. I find it hard to do this, breaking it down for y'all. For men shall be lovers of their own self. It's hard for them not to be lovers of their own self, meaning selfish, covetous. is covetous. They find it hard not to be in love with money, not to be chasing money. They find it very, very hard. Avarice. They find it hard not to have this extreme greed for wealth or material gain. For purses, Louis Vuitton, this, that, J's. They got J's all through the closet, man. You have this extreme greed for it. You find it hard not to. Okay? Boasters. Proud, blasphemers. They find it very hard not to disparage their brother and sister, not to try to ruin their reputation. They love ruin, especially sisters. Sisters love ruining brothers' reputation. They want to make them look bad because the Most High gave them the Bible and not them. A lot of our women are jealous of us, and that's for a topic for a different video. A lot of our women are jealous of us. That's why they want to go out and be their own heads. They want to do videos themselves because they're jealous of their own men. They want that power. So they say that they can do it too. It's jealousy. We're going to talk about that too. Come on now. Disobedient to parents. Children and young men and camp camp heads in government, camp soldiers, you know what I'm saying? They find it very hard not to be obedient to the heads. They find it very hard. I know a couple brothers and sisters that find it very hard to be obedient to their parent. All right, unthankful. They find it very hard to be thankful for what they have. They find it very hard to be holy. Some people without natural affection. Natural affection is inhuman. They find it very hard to be around people. They don't want to be around nobody. All right, truce breakers. All right, that's going on right now in the government. These brothers are using a slit as the new moon. You're crazy as hell. What else is wrong? The lunar moon is wrong. You guys finding it very hard to bring that doctrine to the table. You're finding it very hard. Why? Because you are proud. And you don't want to be wrong. I want to be right and I want to be wrong. Reason why I want to be wrong, so I can do it right. You're proud. And you don't want to be wrong. If I'm wrong, prove me. And I give you the chance. Okay? Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, pulling false reports on people. People find it very hard not to pull false reports. They want to blame everybody for everything. They don't hear neither side of the story. Incontinent, fierce, despises of those that are good. Man, that is a very bad thing. You find it very hard not to despise those that do good. Oh, they just think they some goody two shoes. Traitors. You find it very hard to be on a side of a brother that is right. You always want to cut throat a brother. Heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness. You find it very hard to have a form of godliness instead of perpetrating the form of godliness. You pretend. Okay? But denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Turn away from these brothers, turn away from these sisters, and have the guts to do it. All right? Because in these last, that's what the Most High want to see. He want to see you do good. He want to see you turn away from those you're not supposed to be around, even though they say they're Israelites. You want your camp leader to throw his doctrine on the table with everybody else, like he tells everybody else to throw their doctrines on the table when it comes up for a debate. You don't want him to lie about it. You don't want him to tell everybody else to do, they got to do it, then he don't do it. And then drop the mic and walk away. Whoever leader drops the mic and walk away from a debate when he debates everybody else is a damn liar. Put that doctrine up for debate so we can get back to being on one accord. We need to do it. Okay? Verse 5. Having the form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And this is true. For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. They got different lusts, man. The desires, like, you know what I'm saying, covetousness. They desire these women, they got different desires, man. Like, they got different lusts of things, man. Women, they talk in code. So imagine the lust that they have. And a lot of women think they don't have lust. You know what I'm saying? They have lust for doctrine. Women got a lust for knowledge and wisdom, man. So whoever they can get it from, they'll get it from them. They will. Shalom, Gabor. Gabor, powerful soldier. But at the same time, man, hey, just like Elder Powers, I said, man, hey, a lot of y'all brothers are liars. Y'all find it very hard not to be liars. You find it very hard. All right, that's what perilous times is. A time when you find it very hard not to do something. Hey, Gubba Ward, them women are full of lust, bro. And you can catch them in it. You can catch, if you pay attention to a woman, you'll catch a woman all the time just lusting after stuff, man. You'll catch her in it. And she'll swear up and down that she's not. She just got different lust than men. And we got different lust. You know what I'm saying? You can also tell if a woman has a desire for a man and that the man that she has, she don't really want. You can easily. You can see that she's settled for that man. You never, ever want to be with a woman that's settled for you. All right? Ooh, it's like it. And with that, I give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. And I do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh Achad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Shalom. Baby fever. Yeah, this is where baby fever come from. I don't know. So I mean, I don't want to be presumptuous. I don't even know the term where baby fever come from. You tell me. I don't know. Let me see. It's just, it's time to just not be sitting around at unity camps and brothers is committing all kinds of sin. Brothers need to get together and pull the Bible out and go in. You know what I'm saying? Prove all things. Because a lot of brothers is doing things and you got to get the blood off your hands. The Most High want to see you do it. He want to see how you do it. He want to see how you communicate and you bring it out. All right? He wants to see these things. He wants, brothers to stop being false accusers and brothers to just, do things logically according to the Bible. If you've been reading the Bible for a while, your logic starts to become of the Bible, man. You just start speaking logic according to the Bible. Like, I don't even, my logic is according to the Bible, to be honest with you. Anything else, I just don't understand. I've lost all sense of touch of this world. Well, I'm not going to say all. I still feel this world, you know what I'm saying? And some things do, mess with me in ways. So, but I would say that the sense of this world is sliding off of me. But it's perilous times right now, man. You can't find it hard to do something. You got to do it. I catch myself, a lot, man, just not want to say things to people, man, because for one, casting pearls among swine, it's like, yo, man, it's like you want to say something, like, damn, will it matter if I say something? How would this brother take it? I'm a brother that I can I can really say something to a brother, and I will have a way of telling them to get them to understand something. But sometimes I get tired of playing tricks and jumping through hula hoops and fire rings to get your dumb ass to understand something. And this is not about the brother that's on here. Me and Gubba Ward, man, we have our problems. And, you know what I'm saying? But this is just in general of other brothers, man. It's just like, damn, these brothers really are brutish. Are very brutish, man. And they're not paying attention. And the milk is not being taught. Brothers is on strictly meat, and their principles and it's just their standards of principles is not of the most high that you see. You know, I got an elder over me that loves wisdom. So if I seek after it, I will learn, and that's what I did, man. I want wisdom. That's what I wanted. I wanted wisdom, and the way I got wisdom is I got the milk. Didn't really worry about the meat. I wanted the milk, and the Spirit always led me in the way of the milk to drink the milk. And then, once I started learning and getting some wisdom, I started to really understand Yahawashi. And I started to understand where Yahawashi came from, and he just didn't show up in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? He was back in Exodus too, and Genesis. He was back there. You know what I'm saying? And he was showing me that he was back there. And he's been back there ever since. And if he was back there, he's here now. And I'm just thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Swine, bro. It's just, man, casting your pearls amongst swine, bro. I'd be like, man, and a brother Gubba Word tell you, man, it's just, I can talk. I admit, I would say I'm a good talker. I'm not gonna get proud and boast anything like that, but I would say I'm a good talker, and I know how to talk to brothers and sisters. And, but sometimes I don't think some brothers and sisters just will get it or wake up to the fact that what they're doing is wrong. And some of them are proud, and they don't want to hear nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But I had to come up with this breakdown just to show people about these last days, perilous times, and they're gonna find it hard to do. And I'm not done with these videos. You know what I mean? I'm doing them. I just got back from camp, and through the Spirit, I wanted to go over this just to, just so brothers and sisters can see what they're doing wrong, and Lord willing, their brothers and sisters watch this video. Share it to brothers and sisters so they can get a hold of this and be like, oh man, I didn't pay attention to that. I read it, but I didn't even look up the word. Because when they read the word perilous, they thought it was like, oh, destruction, because that's what I thought when I first read perilous times. And you'll pull the precept, man, perilous times is going to come. But it wasn't actually, I didn't break it down to see what it really meant and to see how it's really done. I didn't do that. But I had to, because I'm always telling everybody else to do it. So after reading, Timothy's for the first time, I've always been, in the truth, you don't actually read the book right away. Some people read the book right away, and some people just precept, because you just learn a doctrine of precepts to break things down, and you learn the doctrine first. I go to here, prove this, go there, prove that. People learn the doctrine. They learn the precepts first. And then they decide to sit down and read. And it's kind of good when you learn the doctrine first. And it's kind of good to learn, the testimonies first. Whatever the Spirit leads you to and who you're with and what they're doing at the time, you'll learn. You know what I'm saying? But, learning the precepts, when I read the story, things start clicking. They start clicking. So that's cool, man. So my biggest thing is to tell brothers that, pay attention to 2 Timothy 3. In these last days, perilous times, people are going to find it hard to do a lot of things. But some of us are going to find it very easy. Very, very easy. And we will make it by the skin of our teeth. So you gotta want to say something. You gotta want it. You gotta want things to be better. As for men, I will tell the men to, hey, stand up for yourself with these women. Say what you gotta say. Say what you want to say. All right? Be a man. That's masculinity. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you have toxic masculinity. Nah, you got masculinity. The white man is just gay. That's all that is. He's nice. He likes coming in his old sweet spirit and then, no, we're masculine men. All right? Say what the hell you gotta say. And stand on your square. All right? Shalom.